Shadow work stems from Carl Jung's idea that within each of us exists a shadow self. Those impulses, emotions, fears, and desires we've repressed or deemed unacceptable. Instead of banishing these hidden parts, shadow work invites us to uncover and lovingly reintegrate them into our conscious lives. Though confronting these buried aspects can be challenging, the payoff is profound. Greater self-awareness, emotional healing, authenticity, and more harmonious relationships. Join me as we explore how embracing our shadow can spark true transformation. Today we will talk about shadow work, what it is and how it transforms you. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The unseen realm within, defining the shadow. Shadow work, a concept rooted deeply in analytical psychology, particularly in the work of Carl Jung, refers to the profound process of exploring and integrating the unconscious aspects of our personality. These shadow aspects are not inherently negative. Rather, they are the parts of ourselves that we have disowned, repressed, or denied, often because they were deemed unacceptable by society, family, or even our own conscious minds. This hidden realm can encompass a wide spectrum of traits, from perceived flaws like anger, jealousy, or selfishness, to suppressed positive attributes such as creativity, power, and spontaneity. The shadow is a repository of our unlived lives, our rejected potential, and the raw, unfiltered essence of who we are beneath the layers of conditioning. Ignoring this unseen realm doesn't make it disappear. Instead, it tends to manifest in undesirable ways, impacting our relationships, behaviors, and overall well-being. Understanding the shadow is the first crucial step towards true self-awareness and holistic personal growth. It's about acknowledging the entirety of our being, not just the socially acceptable facade. 2. Echoes of the past, how the shadow forms. The formation of the shadow is an intricate process, largely shaped by our early life experiences, upbringing, and societal influences. From a young age, we learn what is praised and what is condemned. We internalize messages about what constitutes good and bad, acceptable and unacceptable. To gain approval and avoid rejection, we begin to suppress aspects of ourselves that don't fit these external molds. A child reprimanded for expressing anger might learn to repress their frustration, pushing it into the unconscious. Similarly, a naturally artistic child discouraged from pursuing creative endeavors might bury their artistic inclination. These repressed elements don't vanish. They simply retreat into the shadow, awaiting recognition. Trauma, fear, shame, and guilt are powerful architects of the shadow, forcing certain aspects of our psyche into hiding. As we grow, these buried parts continue to exert influence, often manifesting as self-sabotage, projection onto others, unexplained anxieties, or recurring dysfunctional patterns. Recognizing the origins of our shadow elements is vital for compassionately approaching their integration. 3. Manifestations of the unintegrated shadow, signs and symptoms. An unintegrated shadow rarely remains dormant. It tends to leak into our conscious lives in various, often disruptive ways. One of the most common manifestations is projection, where we see our own disowned traits in others. For example, someone who secretly harbors intense anger might frequently accuse others of being aggressive. Another sign is self-sabotage, where unconscious beliefs or patterns undermine our conscious goals and desires. This could manifest as procrastination, addiction, or consistently choosing partners who reinforce our negative self-perceptions. Emotional outbursts disproportionate to the situation, irrational fears, persistent feelings of shame or guilt, and a pervasive sense of unfulfillment can also point to an unaddressed shadow. Furthermore, the shadow can manifest in our dreams, often appearing as dark figures, monsters, or challenging situations. Recognizing these symptoms is not about judgment, but about cultivating awareness. They serve as valuable signals, indicating areas within our psyche that require attention and integration. Ignoring these signs only perpetuates the cycle of unconscious influence, hindering our ability to live authentically and thrive. 4. The path to wholeness. Embarking on shadow work. Embarking on shadow work is a courageous journey towards psychological wholeness, requiring self-honesty, compassion, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. It's not about becoming perfect, but about integrating all aspects of ourselves to live more authentically and powerfully. The first step often involves awareness, identifying the manifestations of your shadow through self-reflection, journaling, and observing your reactions to others. What triggers you? What qualities do you intensely dislike or admire in others? These can be clues to your own unacknowledged traits. Journaling is a powerful tool for this exploration, allowing you to freely express thoughts and feelings without judgment. Dream analysis can also offer profound insights into the unconscious. Another crucial aspect is non-judgmental acceptance. Instead of condemning the shadow aspects, approach them with curiosity and compassion, understanding that they often developed as coping mechanisms. Creative expression, such as art, dance, or music, can provide an outlet for these repressed emotions and qualities. 5. Techniques for shadow integration. Practical approaches. Shadow integration is an ongoing process that involves various practical techniques designed to bring unconscious material into conscious awareness and allow for its healthy expression. One effective method is active imagination, where you engage in a dialogue with your shadow figures in a safe, imaginative space, understanding their perspectives and needs. Mirror work, looking at yourself in a mirror and acknowledging your feelings, can be incredibly potent for confronting self-perception and releasing judgment. Exploring triggers is another vital technique. When something or someone evokes a strong emotional reaction in you, pause and ask yourself what within you is being activated. This often points to a disowned shadow aspect. Role-playing or gestal techniques can help in embodying and understanding different parts of the self. Mindfulness and meditation create a space for observing thoughts and emotions without identification, allowing shadow material to surface gently. Seeking guidance from a therapist or coach specializing in Jungian psychology or depth psychology can provide invaluable support and frameworks for navigating this complex inner landscape, offering objective perspectives and holding a safe space for exploration. 6. The transformative power. How shadow work reshapes your life. The profound transformations brought about by consistent shadow work are multifaceted and deeply impactful. As you integrate your shadow, you experience a significant increase in authenticity. You no longer feel the need to hide parts of yourself, leading to greater self-acceptance and a sense of liberation. This authenticity translates into healthier relationships as you project less onto others and engage with them from a more integrated and genuine place. Conflicts become opportunities for deeper understanding, rather than purely external battles. You gain greater emotional regulation as repressed emotions are processed rather than bursting forth uncontrollably. The energy previously tied up in repression becomes available for creative pursuits, personal goals, and genuine self-expression, leading to a surge in vitality and creativity. Furthermore, shadow work cultivates self-compassion and empathy for others. As you recognize the shared human experience of imperfection and the struggles inherent in growth, you develop a deeper understanding of your motivations and behaviors, leading to more conscious decision-making and a greater sense of personal power and agency over your life. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.